this is second part today. Now I'm taking in living world only taxonomic categories of different organisms. Means whatever organisms are there, they subcategorized in taxonomy by particular name, order. As I told already, KPC of GS. So these will category like this. Kingdom will come, different phylum, division, and then different KPC, different classes, and these classes will come under order. Then these will come again family. These different families will come a different genus, and then species. There will be many organisms. See, if you suppose college is there, in that different classes, different sections, and students, everything means library one room, and classes, different classes, subcategorized all this. Like that, on earth there will be many organisms which are minute and up to elephant, bigger one. All these categorized and identified and categorized into different names, and cat family, dog family, suppose Panthera tigris, Panthera leo, and Panthera pardus for cheetah. Those particular name, scientific name, you should remember, better to know. So these only today I am taking that order whatever is there. For example, how for human being, and for mango. In your textbook, there they have given a tabular form of for rose and wheat also, and other 2-3 different examples. So common man, common name of human being, this come under kingdom Animalia. In this Animalia, phylum Chordata. Chordata means in Chordata different will be there. In that class, Mammalia for human being. And then order for this is Primata, primates it's called. And different families means Hominidae. This DAE, and for this CAE, like this it will come. So for genus Homo sapiens, Mangifera indica for mango. Suppose for this only, and for wheat, Triticum aestivum. Like that examples I will write. And for mango comes under kingdom Plantae, but division here this is comes under animal, so it come under phylum Chordata. For for plants it comes under division, so this division Tracheophyta. And then next class Dicotyledonnae means dicots. These plants will come under dicots, means double seeds. So all these double seed whatever like this, that will have, that come under dicots. As you know, monocots will have single cotyledon. All these will come under dicotyledona. Monocotyledona is different again. So suppose this order each for this mango Sapindiales, and family comes under Anacardiaceae. Like that means, suppose each and every, better to remember, and these things they might ask scientific name of these each organism. Suppose they give, you have to fill that. So to understand the category of different taxonomical hierarchy, I wrote this. In your textbook complete tabular form is there. You can learn nicely and remember those. So I will, so under this taxonomy, so for example, if you want, I told already for tiger, Panthera, genus, species and other order and all. Panthera tigris for tiger, Panthera leo for lion, for Panthera pardus for cheetah, and even for dog family, different dogs, different names, and all different kind of dogs. Even different cats will come under and will have like this different species for that. Genus will be same. As I told you, genus whenever you are writing, it should be on capital letter. Species will be on small letter. And in this lesson, whatever introductory part I gave, all living world, how they are organized into different things, and another part of this is taxonomy aids, taxonomical aids. Whatever classification happened, the last part of this chapter is taxonomical aids. Whatever classification is there, these will be there. There will be herbarium. These are and taxonomical aids, museum, second one, and zoological park, zoo, nothing but zoo, and fourth one is herbarium, museum, zoological park, and key, and manual, and manual they'll say, in this botanical garden, and various two more are there, but in your test in your textbook, NCERT textbook, follow the textbook. In that, herbarium, museum, zoological park, and botanical park, and last one is key. So each particular names, particular purpose, each organism how it has, those also we wrote under this. Herbarium means whatever dried plants, the living plant, you can collect it, dried it and pressed it. First, after collecting that plant, twig you cut it into this much particular meter and fold it and keep it under the press it in the book, and after drying you can keep it on the sheets. These are all whatever plants identification, classification means this kind of chart, half of the bar chart will be there. Here we will write that KPC of GS means kingdom, all these we will write, and that plant will be, we will dried plant, we will stick with the gum, and these will be safely for further learning, collection of all these plants and keeping like this is called herbarium. Keeping the plant, dried plant, keeping for study, means what family it is and what order it is and what particulars of this plant contains, and backside they will write characteristics of these plants. Particular characteristics will be there for the plants. So these will all, so many, if you go any college or any place, there will be a particular place for herbarium. All these will file under one particular folder and keep under this, and write that family name, all these, and different plants means each and everything, small plant to big plant, they will cut this, and the collection of this is called taxonomical aid herbarium. So they will ask as a question, what is herbarium? You can write the definition particularly, and then next part is whatever we will go to botanical park, Lal Bagh. In Bangalore, Lalbagh means living plants. Here it is a dried plant. Here it is dried plant they kept under for the learning. But here living plant they grow all for study. Small plant they will put, and after long years they have grown these plants. There will be particularly you can read those plant classification everything for study only. Whoever doing botany or for the research whatever on plants or whatever they are doing, these will come under to study that. Like that different botanical parks are there in India and outside the world. Different countries have these botanical parks. This is only particular to study that different plants, big plants, not that small ones. Along with small ones there will be a big ones. There will be a definition for that is collection of living plants. And second one, even zoological park. This is for the zoo. Zoo means living animals. Park, zoo, nothing but zoo. Study of the zoological parks. All living animals will come under this zoo. Okay. Next is zoo. All zoos. There will be ICBN for this International Code of Botanical CBN nomenclature. For this ICZN, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. So 1, 2 like that. So we'll discuss that. Then museum, collection of preserved plant and animal species. Museum is collection of preserved plants and animals. Means in your laboratory, zoology laboratory, will have all plants which are kept under for study specimens. Those specimens are different, big ones, big museums. In big for stored one they kept here. With this I finished the lesson. Hope you understand. Thank you so much.